Hello, welcome back. 9 years in China with Teacher Kenny. I've been trying this black backdrop a little bit, see if I look more professional or less professional or whatever. Doesn't matter. I think maybe I look more handsome with the black backdrop. Today got a funny little story, and I forgot to tell it. It's when I was in Changshu, Henan province. We foreigners are always being watched in China. You know, the people don't get to interact with foreigners that much unless they're a student. You know, wherever us foreigners would be, you know, obviously in a school or something, people get to talk to us. But other than that, we're just seen on the roads, and people just stare. You know, the Chinese stare, and they're taking pictures with their telephone all the time. And it's cute. I mean, it's a lot of fun. You know, it's almost like celebrity status when you're in China. And me, by the time I was in Changshu, after I've been in China a couple of years, I had no fear. I would go anywhere. I loved exploring back roads and back streets and little markets and trying to talk to the people as best I could. You know, my Chinese even today is not very good, but the effort you put in, and I have enough vocabulary to kind of let them know what I'm inquiring about. And one day, it's really not far from the city center, I found a little side street full of little small shops, and in the center of this big wide street, no cars go on the street. This is strictly what they call Buxing Jie, a walking street. And in the middle, people just had little tents and selling clothing and purses and, you know, souvenirs and things like that. So it's a pretty bustling little area, you know, maybe probably less than a quarter of a mile long, but busy area, a good area for me to explore. And one thing about this area is the way it's located, the way you go into it. Most people would walk by it unless you knew it was there, and especially a foreigner. You know, we're not really big about getting off the street too much anyhow, except for me. And so I said, well, it's time to explore. And one of the first things I did while I was there, I met a little girl and her mom that had a dress shop, and they became great friends of mine. And still to this day, I talk to the little girl. She's about 15 now, in her first year in high school. And you've probably seen the videos of Angela singing, knocking on heaven's door in my videos. So I meet them, have a really good conversation with them. And the mom has since learned a lot more English, so she's really not so bad with her English now. And anyhow, this was kind of at the beginning of my route. And as I walk in, you know, people are following me, and then people are watching me from the shops, you know, and every once in a while I hear them say, Lao Wai, foreigner. And I get kind of in the middle of where most of the people are, and I'm looking at some souvenirs and talking to some of the vendors, and I keep hearing right behind me, I'm hearing them going, Lao Wai. And I see people on the telephone, Lao Wai, and they're going, foreigner, and which I'm used to it a little bit, but what they were doing, these people were calling down the street the other shop owners, and people are all of a sudden walking outside, and they're waiting on me to get to them. This is new. They just don't get to see and interact with the foreigners at all. And here I am. I'm visiting and talking to everybody, you know, saying hi to the kids and all this kind of stuff. And the whole time, the people are lining up to at least look at the foreigner and maybe try to say hello, you know, or something, or get me to come into their shop. The souvenir people, or people might sell jade and things like that, they always want the foreigner to come in and look. But anyhow, by then you couldn't ignore it. You just had to look forward to what was ahead of you. But the Chinese people, when you're in these smaller cities, or if you're back off the main roads where they just don't see a foreigner, you are very much the object of some attention. And you never know who you're going to meet. Like I said, I ran into some of the best friends I've ever had in China right there on one of those little streets like that. But anyhow, cute little story. And here's what's really funny. It's right behind a Walmart. The road was right behind a Walmart. So tons and tons of people are near. But just this one little area, it's just, foreigners just don't go down those streets like that. And I'm brave, so I did it. And I made a lot of friends. So anyhow, you have a great day, and I hope I get to talk to you soon. Okay? So bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe.